supply and demands will now be able to dictate what your pricing should be.
That there is need for us to provide security to our farmland, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. A lot of these farmers are no longer going to their farms due to insecurity. Nigeria's
economic managers have answered tough questions about the well-being of citizens and how soon economic indices will improve. TVC News, Abuja.
And the Nigerian government has assured organized labor of its commitments to honor the 16-point agreement over the subsidy removal fallout. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Nkiruka Onyejocha, says government will do all within its reach to stave off any industrial action. Joke Adisa reports.
Workers in Nigeria are gearing up for a showdown with the government. Nigeria's 2 labor centers issued a 14-day notice for the authorities to meet the agreement between both parties or risk nationwide strike. The Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress, in a joint statement, accused the government of not fulfilling its side of the bargain. Government disagrees at this news conference. The Minister of Labour and Employment, Nkiruka Onyejocha, acknowledges the pains in the land, but she says the Tinubu government is working round the clock to ease the pains.
The government would also like to bring to the public's attention to the 37-member tripartite committee on national minimum wage, which was recently inaugurated to recommend a new national minimum wage for Nigerian workers, all in a bid to mitigate the hardship the Nigerian citizens are facing now.
Our appeal is that Nigerians should be a bit more patient as the gains get visible.
The government is actively implementing its plan to go green with the implementation of the presidential CNG initiative designed to alleviate the challenges arising from subsidy removal and transition Nigeria permanently to cheaper, safer, and more reliable gas produced domestically for transport.
The minister announces government's plans to meet with organized labor as she insists the agreement is being implemented.
I've given 14 days of ultimatum like they have done. What I've done today is to reassure Nigerians, to reassure them also that yes, we signed an agreement. We are not saying we didn't sign an agreement, but we started implementing those agreements. And I've just read all the ones we've done. And the ones, these agreements, all of them are not going to be done same day. Like some can be done in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months.
Among the steps being taken by the government, as highlighted by the minister, is the procurement of 11,500 compressed natural gas vehicles, including buses and tricycles, to be rolled out at concessionary rates in fulfillment of Mr. President's promise. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.
And the government in Niger State has granted administrative bail to Aisha Jibrin and 24 others that were arrested during the recent protest in the Kwakungu area of Minna. The Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Binta Maman, disclosed this while speaking with journalists. Chenemi Bamiyi reports.
On Monday morning, women took to the streets of Minna to protest the high cost of living and the rising cost of staple food. The Kwakungu roundabout was blocked and cars were prevented from plying the road. The protest was later hijacked by the youth and miscreants from the neighborhood. Police vehicles were damaged and gunshots were fired to disperse the protesters. 2 days later, some arrests were made, including one Amina Jibrin that allegedly masterminded the civil disobedience with 24 others. Now the state government has ordered their release on administrative bail.
I apologize to the family of Aisha Jibrin for the arrest. And like I earlier said, she was arrested by the police to make some findings from her, and those findings were clear, and we understood that she has been exonerated from all the matters that were, charged against her, and we want to use this platform to apologize, particularly to her family, for the damages done to her, and to also apologize to Niger Light for what has happened as a government, we need to take a proactive measures so that things don't escalate. When there's a problem, the government need to intervene and then make findings so that it will curtail whatever it is so that it does not escalate to other areas.
The governor of Niger State, Umaru Bago, in a press briefing on Monday, said the protest was a premeditated plan to stop and loot trucks buying fruit from the state, but the plan was foiled. He also banned the mass purchase of food from the state.
Mass purchase from our local market in all our local government from now henceforth until further notice. Anybody found doing that, we have given security agencies go ahead to confiscate those trucks and share the food to the people.
The government has called for calm in the state as it is not unaware of the prevailing economic hardship. Chenemi Bami, TVC News, Mina.